Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today our group want to present our finding on Tupperware, a brand that has become synonym with quality in the country consumer product industry. Now I start with an overview of Tupperware. Tupperware is a globally recognized brand specializing in high quality kitchen and home product. It has built strong reputation over the year for its innovative, durable and eco-friendly solution, enhance food storage and preparation. One of unique aspect of Tupperware business model is relies on direct sale. The company a vast network of independent consultants not only sell the product but also create a community around the brand. This approach not only drive a sale but also force a sense of belonging among consumers.
Now, let's discuss the importance of risk management for Tupperware. In today's dynamic business environment, effective risk management is essential. It allows Tupperware to identify, assess, and mitigate potential risks that could impact its operation and profitability. By implementing a robust risk management strategy, Tupperware can maintain its competitive advantage in a rapidly changing market landscape. This is crucial, especially as consumer preference evolve and new competitors emerge. Moreover, risk management ensures compliance with regulation, which is vital for protecting the brand's reputation and fostering consumer trust. When consumers feel confident in a brand's commitment to quality and safety, they are more likely to remain loyal. Finally, effective risk management supports strategic decision-making and long-term sustainability in Tupperware's business practice. By proactively addressing risks, Tupperware can navigate challenges and seize opportunities for growth.
Next is risk management framework. Tupperware have a system to find, check and handle risk in all their work. It helps them to make smart decisions while focusing on business goals and long-term growth. They manage risks like changing customers' needs, product recalls and supply chain problems, like running out of raw materials. Their system keeps an eye on these risks, warns them early and helps fix issues before they get worse. This keeps their operation running smoothly, their customers happy and Tupperware's brand is stronger. Moving on to the next part, which is risk architecture. First, Tupperware focus on sustainability. Tupperware use eco-friendly materials like recycled plastic and biodegradable alternatives. They also adopt energy-saving technologies to reduce costs, carbon emission and energy use. Second is risk identification and assessment. First is internal analysis. They examine manufacturing, distribution and supply chains for risk, as example, delays or a supplier issue. Second is external monitoring. They track competitor activity, market trends and also economic changes. Lastly, monitoring and reporting. Tupperware collect real-time data from sales, production and customers' feedback that helps them to spot risk early. They also track performance indicators like delivery delays or defect rates to assess risk level. Their risk team report to the management regularly to ensure they provide a proactive solution.
Okay, this is the risk protocol for Tupperware company. The first one is risk identification. This is where Tupperware looks for potential risks in different areas like production, supply chain and even customer preference. For example, if there's a disruption in the supply of plastic design, it could affect their operation. Next, we have risk assessment. Here, Tupperware evaluates how likely each risk is to happen and what impact it could have. They use a scale to categorize risk as low, medium or high. For instance, delays in international shipment might be considered a high impact risk because they can lead to unhappy customer. After assessing the risk, Tupperware creates a risk register. This document lists all identified risks along with their likelihood and impact ratings. It helps them prioritize which risks to focus on first. For example, fluctuation in raw material costs are rated as high risk, so they might negotiate long-term contracts with suppliers to manage that. Now, let's talk about mitigation planning. This is where Tupperware develop strategies to minimize the risk. They might invest in eco-friendly products to address declining consumer demand for plastic products or strengthen their supply chain to prepare for natural disaster. Finally, we have monitoring and reporting. Tupperware continuously checks how effective their risk management strategies are. They conduct regular audits and keep the board of directors informed about existing risks, ensuring everyone is on the same page. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, Doctor and everyone. My name is SYAZANI ADLY bin Rosli. I will be discussing the risk assessment for Tupperware. Tupperware, a well-known brand in food storage industry. We will explore the various external risks that Tupperware face. Utilize packlist framework include politics, economy, social, technological, legal, and environment factor. Let's start with politics risk. Tupperware is significant affected by government policy and regulation. Many countries are instituting regulation to limit plastic use to combat pollution. Next, we have economic risk. Tupperware face challenge from exchange rate fluctuation, which can affect profitability in overseas market. Next, social factor also play a crucial role. There is a growing demand the environmental friendly product. If Tupperware fail to innovate and offer green alternative. From a technological standpoint, Tupperware must keep pace with innovation. The risk of smart home technology presents both a challenge and opportunity. Legal and regulation risks are also significant. Tupperware must be navigation, charging, local legislation, and environment regulation. Now we go to the list of company risks. First, this risk of the market, changing customer preference. Second, risk to brand and reputation. Last but not least, risk to finance, include liquidity problem. To assess the risk, we can use a risk matrix that rate each risk like likelihood and impact. For example, charging consumer preference and environment consideration are fed high priority risk, which current fluctuation and unethical are considered low prior.
Tupperware use 4T approach to manage its risk: treat, tolerate, transfer, and terminate. Each approach addresses specific challenges to help the company adapt, reduce, and thrive in a competitive and dynamic in a global market. First is treat. The treat approach involves actively reducing the likelihood or impact of risk through practical and proactive strategies. Political risk invest in eco-friendly products and work with policymakers to comply with environmental regulation. Economic risk optimize supply chain, adopts energy-efficient production, and use cost-effective material while offering product at various price points. Second, tolerate. The tolerate approach involves accepting risks that cannot be completely avoided but error manageable with continuous monitoring. Economic risk. Use hedging strategies like forward contract to minimize the impact of currency fluctuation and maintain financial stability. Strategy and market risk. Balance direct sale with omni-channel approach, integrating e-commerce and retail while staying competitive through innovation and brand building. Third is transfer. In the transfer approach, Tupperware shifts certain risks to third parties such as financial institutions, legal partners, or service providers. Economic risk. Use option and forward contract to manage currency fluctuation, transferring risk to financial institutions for stability. Technological risk. Outsource cybersecurity to experts to ensure strong data protection and minimize breach risk. Fourth is terminate. The terminate approach involves avoiding risk entirely by making significant change to operation or strategies. Environmental risk. Replace non-compliant plastic with sustainable material to avoid fines and protect its reputation. Strategic risk. Transition from direct selling to digital platform e-commerce and retail partnership to stay competitive.